Hello, orienteering friends. Welcome to the race recording from the regionals. This is like a compound race in West Bohemia region, but joined by the Central Bohemia folks. So there was quite a lot of runners on this day. I'm running men's 45 category, and this is a long distance run. Here to the, I will wait when we get to the mapping start. But to this first control, there was like an option to go slightly uphill to that small road or bigger path, let's say, or to go straight. And I opted to go straight because I thought that going up wouldn't make a big difference. At the end, when I compared with the other runners, there was actually some difference. I think the fastest was like half a minute, maybe a minute faster than I did it. Although also I think with my route choice here I did some sort of a mistake. I think I shouldn't have gone like in the middle of the slope. I should have approached it from below a little bit, since I decided to go to the left here. But it was at the end I was able to keep my bearing, let's say, or direction. So it wasn't that bad, Here I decided to stay at this elevation because I didn't want to climb up those probably 3 contours, which is like 15 meters. That I think was a sort of a stupid decision here, because as you can see here, I'm basically like climbing on top of some cliff and trying to stay alive, not rolling down. Here it got better, but again there is this vegetation that I had to cross, and it was slowing me down considerably. So either way, either going up to the road, which is still going slightly up, but it would be possible for me to run, or going below the slope a little bit and along it. That would have been probably a better option. So here, as you can see, just struggling through the vegetation, that wasn't a really good choice. One like calming fact is that I was able to sort of keep up with my elevation, Here I got to this like non-runnable forest in front of me, and I decided to go around it. Again, I think this wasn't the best route choice, but I had plenty of sort of navigation points, and I was able to hold the direction towards the first control, and eventually found it without no real issues.
Ideální volba tohle. To bude tahle ta skalka.
To the second control, that was probably the longest leg of this race. So you can see that it doesn't make much sense to go up across the hill. So naturally I decided to go around. So first few hundred meters I was just continuing along this slope, just trying to keep the elevation. Here I'm climbing up a little bit, but it was more about, you know, finding some pleasant path where I could run. And eventually I wanted to get to that big road you can see on my left, or like in generally in the direction where I'm going right now, and then follow it all the way to control number 2. I also noticed that there were some other runners who decided to get to that big road and then go slightly more straight to control number 2. I will try to draw it here on the map now. So my path is the cyan, the azure path, but I saw some other guys going the red path, and I think they were maybe a little bit faster, or at least at the end it was easier for them to attack the control number 2. As you will see, I had some difficulties to attack number 2. I didn't properly evaluated the fenced areas there and didn't take proper bearing from them, so you will see. I will speed it up and then maybe make some comments at the attack of control 2. So as you saw, probably I took the bearing or the attack too early, and now I remember I was a little bit lost in this fenced areas. I didn't know exactly where am I. Also, the vegetation made it a little bit more difficult for me. So yeah, I thought like that I'm probably too high, let's say, or too much to the right of the control. So I then went like to the left here, and now I should have probably kept my direction more to the left, but again I was not 100% sure about my whereabouts, and I didn't properly read the area, like understood it, what is what, where is the clearing that I'm looking for with that forest. So you can see that I'm looking around, and then basically the big road stopped me, and I got back on track and found control number 2.
Jsem za ní, tak ty. A je tady.
Now from here to control number 3, it was again sort of difficult for me, because here the forest was a bit more open, but already getting like new trees grown, and like patches of that looked like clearings, but with trees. So that was for me, it was difficult to read the map here and to like properly pinpoint my position. The only thing that made me like more calm and you know assured that I will not make a mistake is the big road that goes down the hill. So I thought once I hit that road, I should be able to orient myself. Eventually one of my competitors was right behind me, and he basically helped me. Also what helped me was that big road that goes below control number 3. So once I was getting close to that road, I thought, okay, enough, I have to go along the contours now. So you will see that I basically get to the control with my competitor, and we were able to find it. But as I was saying, it wasn't easy, because the area looked like this. We were not able to see too far in front of us. Also the grass and the undergrowth here was like difficult to run, at least for me.
Tady, já ji vidím, tady vlevo.
Here I spotted the control and shouted to my competitor that I see it, and he also saw it. But yeah, you probably noticed that it was a little bit of struggle for us to find control number 3. And now again a bigger leg to control number 4. I thought like going straight like across the hill would be faster because it's shorter, and the slope here was not that difficult. I was able to run, maybe not so fast as downhill, but still it was okay-ish for me to run. My plan was to first get to that like a semi-runnable forest, that green patch that goes along the contours there, around it to that mountain ridge, let's say, kind of, and around it, and from there to control number 4. The plan worked quite well, but I wasn't as fast as I anticipated. Maybe it was due to the fact that I was also kind of mapping, you know, slowing down like this throughout this leg. So running along the road would have been probably easier, and then climbing up those few contours. So at the end you will see that my fellow competitor was at control number 4, similar time. I must admit that at this point I started to be a little bit unsure, where am I? I wasn't sure where is the clearing, which is more above me to the right, but I was not able to spot it. Also, I didn't saw those fenced areas, it wasn't visible for me, and I wasn't able to see clearly the more dense forest that is where is my control. So I was quite happy to see my competitor here, who was coming from below, like from the main or from the bigger road, which was down, and yeah, he basically helped me to, you know, readjust, and then I finally saw here at this point the greener stuff, the more dense forest, and at that point I was more or less reoriented. obviously finding some big stone in this denser forest is not easy. Here you saw that I was a little bit struggling with it, but together with him we found it. Probably he was a little bit better, adjusted to the map. I know that I still had a little bit of difficulty to grasp the orientation here. So kudos to him with finding this control. And now from control number 4 to control number 5, again just took the bearing, and then I was more or less following the vegetation boundaries that lead downwards to the like a bigger road, like a vehicle road, and from there I went to control number 5. So you can skip there, or I will try to speed it up here. So obviously, as you can see, there is a sort of a main road, and the organizers had to figure out a way how to get us through, and they found this small tunnel for the river. So this is the first time when my feet got wet when I was crossing it here. Then there was this 6th control, which was basically a compulsory control, let's say, together with the 5th control. And yeah, so let's move it on a little bit. Here the forest on my left looked like a runnable forest, but I wasn't so sure about it, so I'd rather decided to go around it. Probably not the best decision here. I think it would have been faster. The way here, the terrain here was a little bit difficult for a proper run, so I wasn't that fast. But eventually, at least I followed my plan to go around this semi-runnable forest, and then from there I took the bearing, and around that fenced area I got to number 7.
Tady je to nepřehledné.
Here I thought it was a little bit getting a little bit tricky, but still I had the clearing here in front of me, so that was like a good sign that I'm on the right track. And then here are the like water lines, streams or whatever. Here just the control is behind this green bush. So I didn't saw it at first, but I was like very close to it and on the right track, so no big surprises here. To control number 8, my aim was to get across the river, and then you can see there is a road that goes up uphill along that fenced area, and it's crossing the vehicle road there. So that was my aim here, and then I just kind of followed the bearing. I will say more when I will get into some problematic area there. So here the road ended, and I took the bearing. At first I was just following the vegetation boundary that was on my right. I wasn't really aiming to go through that non-runnable forest, but eventually I did. You will see once I get to this like darker green patch, I will get into the non-runnable forest, or maybe even sooner, I don't know. It seemed to me that I will go into this non-runnable forest now. So I was really slow here. Probably this was not the best idea, going into this non-runnable forest so early. but like my thinking was I will go, I need to still climb up sort of, and I need to get to like a narrow ride that is there, and so I more or less I was still climbing up, but like navigation wise it was a little bit difficult. I was struggling a little bit here, as you can see. I was thinking or trying to pinpoint my location, and I wasn't very sure at this point where am I. I was afraid that I'm too far, but at the same point I knew that I didn't cross that small path, so I was like, I'm still not there, the control must be somewhere above me, and that was a good thinking, and that helped me to get to control number 8. So yeah, you can skip there. I should be there shortly, but it's still uphill, so it will take me maybe a minute more. Now to control number 9, there were like two possibilities in my opinion. One was to go up and across the hill and take that bigger path around the valley and then follow the contour to control number 9, but to me it seemed hard to get on the top, so I decided to go more along the contours here, although the vegetation here was difficult, and then get to that road that goes from the left side of the hill, closer to me, let's say, and then cross the valley and climb to control number 9. So yeah, I will try to draw it on the map now. I was quite happy with my route choice here. I could have gone more straightish in a sense when I was around the hill. I went too far. That was not necessary. But there was at least this clear vegetation boundary, and you know, like from the orientation point of view, that was sort of easier, I would say. And going over the top, to me it seemed a bit more difficult, you know, like I didn't want to climb that hill, to be honest. And now to control number 10, that seemed quite easy. Well, basically I decided to follow the contours more or less and run straight, but across the hill. You know, I didn't want to go to the left. I was more leaning to the right. Some runners were even going almost to the road, but I found that not necessary because the forest was more or less runnable. And then control number 10 was very close to one of my controls from the day before, so I more or less knew which direction to go, so I was really fast to get to control number 10, I think. Now getting to control number 11, that almost felt like cheating, because I had this control as the last one of my last controls from the race the day before. So here I'm just taking a bearing, you know, and trying to decide which way to go. At the end I went more or less straight. So the only difficulty here was the vegetation. I could have chosen a little bit better approach, like try to avoid the vegetation here, because at this point the slope, the hill slope, was getting really uncomfortable. I was really like, I have to be careful not to roll down, because this was quite steep here, and with the branches lying around, it wasn't pleasant, you know. But I knew where I want to get, you know, so I knew that I want to get to that sort of river or stream through that non-runnable forest. So yeah, I was very confident in here and in my decision, so I wasn't really like focusing about around my direction, and I could focus on crossing all the obstacles in my way. As you can see here, maybe I slowed a little bit, but still in a good direction to my control. And I think it was thanks to the fact that I ran here the day before. And again, I knew that I have to be stopped by this bigger stream, not this one, but there is one more. So yeah, I'm not sure why I'm waiting here. Yeah, here I saw the control. That was it. I knew that I should see the control somewhere. That's why I was waiting. And yeah, so now from here to the last control, I wasn't really waiting for anything. I just jumped into the water, crossed the stream and went straight for the finish. So again, I used every last bit of strength that I had in me to really get a good time. So here you will see that I'm not really waiting for anything. I really enjoyed the race. It was like a nice forest, so that's why I liked it, and that's I was happy to participate on this race. And yeah, thanks to the organizers, really great, and I hope you enjoyed the run, and see you next time.
Ah.